It was a weird feeling, that's what I can say. It was a weird feeling. Replaceable and to be fat.
Mirundi namugamba tekisoboka
Condolence to the family of Tamale.
So now Mirundi.
The truth, he is real.
And may your soul.
Wisdom, a media personnel, an influencer. Nice to be on this channel. Yes.
So Kaya, how did you receive the news of the passing of Joseph Tamale Mirundi?
Of course, it was a sudden, unfortunate news. And I send my condolence to the family of Tamale Mirundi. But having said that, I want to tell the world that, of course, I had an opportunity to interact with Tamale Mirundi Senior several times. And the first time I talked to him, he was talking about, of course, the issue of poison. And our first interaction, I thought he was just joking. But one of the, I don't remember when, but there's a moment I met this guy. He was taking charcoal, and he had charcoal in his car, and he could take it in the morning, lunchtime, and I think maybe in the evening or something. And of course, I had to ask him that what is the use of this charcoal, and we sat like 2 hours. He did explain to me that he's taking that charcoal because he was sometime back being poisoned. Of course, it was a shock to me. And I talked to the son, who is a doctor, who happened to be a doctor, that is it true that your dad he was poisoned or something? So that's how I came to discover, after interacting with the son and the daughter and Tamale Mirundi Senior himself, that's how I really confirmed that this guy, he was poisoned. Of which, of course, for him, he claims that he was poisoned more than 3 times, I think. He says 5 or something. So, but I stand as a witness that at least I witnessed him taking charcoal several times because of the poison. And I think one of the days when he was so much in pain, I don't remember which year, and again I talked to the son, and he said that, okay, my dad, because of the poison, of course, and some other issues, is suffering this or that. So I want to tell the world that the issue of poison, which Tamale Mirundi Senior was talking about, it was a reality. He wasn't joking. Of course, he said a lot of stuff, some which were true, some which were known, but when he talked about the poison thing, it is serious and it was true. But I want to thank God for the time we spent with him, most especially me, because of course there are some things which I learned from him. He was a guy who was so knowledgeable, historian, who really defended what he believed in. But I want to stand here on this channel to say that guy wanted to see Uganda change. He wanted actually to witness the transition of power in Uganda, and he wanted to see a Uganda without Museveni. So on that issue, those are some of the small issues, of course, which I do remember. Unfortunately, he died. He has not seen a new Uganda. And another thing, he didn't come out maybe sometimes to defend Bob Wine, but I tell you, according to me, and I know the sons know, this guy loved Bob Wine so much. But of course, because of the insecurity, he could not come openly to defend Bob Wine, but he loved Bob Wine, his activities and everything. So that is it.
Hello everyone, my name is Tony Muzera, a Ugandan living in Canada, Toronto, Canada. It's really sad and a big blow to the entire Uganda as a nation. We have lost a father, we have lost an intellect, we have lost a senior citizen who is of great value. Personally, for me, I had an opportunity of shaking hands with Tamale Mirundi. That was around National Theatre. I used to hang out with a couple of friends and other people that he used to work with in the journalism sector. So the time I met him, even the words that he was preaching to us when he met us there as a couple of friends, as young people, were really, really fruitful and asset. And he used to make a lot of jokes around it and stuff like that. But to me, what I can say is that we have to learn from him. That is one. Two, we also have to learn about sort of issues that were pondering around basing on his employer, where he was working as the press secretary for the president for 14 years. And then he was thrown out like, garbage. So one is that there's no value. People are not valued for their professions, and that is something that we should, because the fact that he was even chased out of State House, he said, no, I'm not gonna kneel down for those people because I was doing what I understand best. So we should really, really value our profession, the work we do, but also we should always create an exit plan. I think Tamale Mirundi did not have a great exit plan. The fact that happened, he didn't know how to ponder, and that affected him for all those years that he was out of State House. So for me as a young person and other people outside there, we should learn from that, but also embrace unity, because the man died very sad. We need to really forgive each other. That's all I can say for now, that regardless of what happened, we need to really embrace love and forgiveness.
Zembra Orlando, the artist, the musician, it was really sad. It is not something that somebody will always and want to think about. But I want to take this opportunity to humbly pass on my sincere condolences to the entire nation, the family, the friends, and to the entire community. May his soul rest in peace. He's a character that has been so educative. He was a father. He was a political analyst, a very, very bright guy. And to very many people, if you have picked a stone from him, he had a good heart. For the wrongs he did to some people, we forgive and forget because we are never perfect. But to the rest of the family and the entire community and the Ugandans at large, I want to say thank you for the time you lived. Thank you for the services, and may your soul rest in peace, Mr. Joseph Tamale Mirundi.
Yeah, I'm Kathy Kabite of New Afro-Canadian Foundation. Actually, I was so busy, extremely busy. I was at work, because normally I work longer hours because of short staff. It's Wisdom Kaye who called me. Actually, I was on TikTok in my break. I sent a video of Tamale Mirundi. I just bumped into that clip and I shared it to Wisdom Kaye, like jokingly. And then he called me immediately, Kathy, do you know that this guy just passed away? I said, what? It can't be, you are joking, because we normally joke. And I said, no, it can't be, until I went deep into the media channels. That's when I found out that our father, our grandfather, our friend, our truthful friend has been taken away. I use that word, taken away, because I don't think he died a natural death. Speaking the truth, he is real, he's sincere, and he's not a selfish person. That's what I can say. And if people could learn from him, Uganda is going to be a changed country, because he's always speaking the truth, and he's like a supernatural person. He tells things which is going to happen in future, and immediately those things happen. We are going to miss him so much. I loved him. I was watching him since I used to watch his talks on different media channels, and we are going to miss him. I wish we could get like 100 Tamales in Uganda. This world will benefit through whatever he's advising people.
Thank you so much. My name is Clinton Miraz Ampaile. I am a human rights activist. I am also a human rights abuse investigator. under CMP publications. First and foremost, I want to say that to send my condolences to the family of my friend, actually is my good friend. May his soul rest in peace. It was really very strange that very strange that we had to receive this kind of news. It was not good for us, most especially me, who knew Tamale Mirundi on personal ground. As a friend, it's indeed so hurting. It is something that I wouldn't even want to talk about it, but we have no choice. That's what God has chosen. Tamale Mirundi has been a very well-known activist. We will miss him, of course, because he has been a good person who have been speaking boldly without fear on challenges that Ugandans are facing. Whereas one way or the other, everyone who knows Tamale has been a bullet, is someone that you speak with, and he brings straight what you have discussed to the air or to the public. So he has been well known for that of his straightness and being able to be bold man to speak against the junta government, which we have seen. And himself, you have heard different statements from him where he have said that he has been used by the government. So I believe that the Ugandans at large, what we should learn from Tamale Mirundi's death is to know, first and foremost, is to know how we need to deal with the current government. Because there's the possibility that the current government would have, maybe he has gone with unhappy because he has been so complaining about his unfairness between him and the government. So we need to know how we need to deal with the current government. We need also to know how we need to separate ourselves and being very far from being culprits of being used by the government, as we have seen the government using so many of them and they end up dying. So as an activist, I will also say that in our fraternity, we are going to miss him so much because he has been a light. There are some things or some reports personally I was contacting Tamale and inquiring from him, and he would come out and tell you, what, this issue, it is like this and it is handled by so and so. And you feel like he's speaking with bold, that he's not fearing to speak the names of those who are involved in such a type of acts. So I would say that, yes, we will really, really, really miss him. And may his soul rest in peace, guys. That's what I can say for now.
My name is Stephen Wekunda. I'm from Australia and originally from Namisindwa in Mbale. The death of Joseph Tamale Mirundi was a shock to me. In fact, Tamale were born in the same year and almost the same month. So when I heard the news of Tamale Mirundi, I was a bit shocked. But I asked the Almighty God to rest him in peace.
What are you going to remember him for?
I'm going to remember Tamale for, I followed him on the media because he was like a historian. And I learned a lot from Tamale Mirundi, and I liked all his jokes. He was a news reporter, but also he likes a lot of jokes. That I just want to ask the Lord Almighty to rest him in peace, and his family to be together, and remember Tamale as a pillar of the family.
Olivia, and to me it didn't come like as a shock. First of all, he was sick, and any other person, any other sick person can be, but it wasn't a shock to me. I've been trying to take it in, but it didn't, like the other people, like the Katol Rama, the Ismailetsas, like other people. But Tamale Mirundi, I feel sorry for the family, and I said my sincere condolence to them, but to me it didn't sound like a shock or anything like that. His programs that he used to have with Kasuku, they were fun. That's it.
Definitely, I was saddened. Like, I didn't expect it, It was a weird feeling, and that's what I can say. It was a weird feeling, yeah. I didn't expect it. Like, came out of, like nowhere, and then, there goes somebody, It's towards the end of the year. Is it? Almost, yeah. It's towards the end of the year, so, I don't know, like, man. It's very sad, but yeah, it's life. It is what it is, right? Much as he was annoying, I'm sorry to say this, but he was really annoying, but he was a smart dude. He was really smart, yeah. That's what I can say. Definitely, I pray to God that, like the family is, is taken care of, and, they're strong and all that kind of stuff. And then, most especially the son, I don't know whether this is right, but most especially the son, he shouldn't mess up. Like, like whatever the dad has done, the son should not do it. It should be the other way around. He should be making corrections of what the dad has done. Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah.
My name is Christopher Nkamwe, and I'm the Executive Director of the African Center for Refugees in Ontario, Canada. And I am a social worker here in Canada. First of all, my sincere condolences, and I got the news through a friend who is a friend to Kasuku. So Kasuku passed on the message to a friend who I was with at that particular time, and that is how I got the news of the passing of Tamale. He's been having several interviews with different, media personalities like Kasuku, and I've always been following him, and his interviews on TVs, and yeah, I'll be missing that, particularly that. Ugandans, we've lost someone who is very important and is not replaceable, and to the family, please take heart and my sincere condolences.
I'm Zakibawa Isma. In fact, I received the news just in the morning. As I opened my phone, it was the real information that was flowing all the way from Uganda. And I got the information just early in the morning. Yeah, but I was expecting it. I knew the guy has been sick for a long time, so I was expecting his death anytime. Yeah. This guy, he was talking his mind. This is the kind of person who was talking his mind. And he's the kind of guy who was doing research on whatever he was talking about. So I used to like him. I used to follow him so much. And I used to watch him live. Amongst the people that I used to watch live was Tamale Mirundi. So he used to talk his mind. He was very analytical. Sometimes he could go astray. Like at times I used to see him fighting with the interviewers. But that was common of him. But I used to like him. He was a very good man. He used to say the truth. If it was something true, he would say it. But he was really a nice guy, and I wish we have really lost him. I don't think we can find another person like him. That I pray to God that to guide our country so that we can have better leaders, so that we could have a change, and a better change which has no revenge. That is all I can say.
Amanyanze Griffin in Dugamsaz, Mpangalira wano Canada, Toronto. Amawulire g'okufa kw'omugenzi Tamale Mirundi gansanze waka ewange, naye ntuuse okusaasira kwange eri famire y'omugenzi ne bannayuganda okutwalira wamu nti twaviiriddwako omusajja enjasabiku, omusajja ateerya ntama, omusajja atali mutiitiizi, omusajja mulwanizi w'eddembe. Bingi byenzijukira ku Tamale Mirundi, naye nsinga nnyo okumwagalako empaka ze bakuba ne President Museveni mu 96, nga President Museveni agamba mbu agenda kumalawo kkonyi mu myezi 6, naye Mirundi n'amugamba tekisoboka, n'amuteerawo obukadde 3. So empaka ezo Mirundi yaziwangula. So omusajja abadde mumalirivu ate nga atunula wala, tatunula kumpi. Obusembayo nsaasira nnyo eggwanga lyaffe Uganda olw'okuviirwako omuntu ow'omugaso ng'oyo, ate nsaasira nnyo n'abantu b'enju y'omugenzi. Omwoyo gw'omugenzi Omukama aguwummuze ekisa, aguwummuze mirembe, era tusaba Katonda ayongere okutuwa abantu abafaananga bwe batyo mu ggwanga lyaffe.
Nakurisiivinze kubanga nina we nabadde twadde tulina omuntu naffe gwe tufiiriddwa so nga naffe tuli mulumbe nendabaka message ako nekineewuunyisa nnyo nenziramu nembuuza abantu nti wamma kino kituufu ne baŋŋamba leero hajati kino kituufu so nawulidde bubi naye nga kwegamba oluusi babadde bagamba mulwadde biki naye kyampisiza bubi nnyo okubeera nti nno okulaba nti aviiriddewo ddala tetukyasobola kumulaba ekyo kintu kyampisiza bubi nnyo kubanga abadde alina engeri gy'asaaga kwegamba ye muntu gwe mbadde nteekako obuntu nempuliriza obuntuntu bwayogera owonze ebintu bityo mbadde nga si tega ebintu byaddako so okwogera mbadde siteratera kubifuna mu bantu naye abadde alina obuntu bwe bwayogera najjayo obutabo bwawandiika najjayo awantu wayogerako kwegamba kyampisiza bubi nnyo mbadde nga nkyayagala okubeera nti bwe mba mwagadde sobola okugenda ku gundi ye nembeera nga mulaba naye nazeeyo nenkola review nendaba kano keyabadde ndowooza kebawandiseeko nga baga nti amazina ge agasembayo kampisiza bubi nnyo omusajja atunga azina gatwalyako bye twalya kale kintu kyannaku naye nga bulijjo wabadde ayogera ng'oyinza okulowooza nti ndowooza akoogedde bwogezi nenkyanakomawo naye kyannaku nnyo nti enewe saawa kinzeeko nakufiirwa kwe manya kukuziika kwe sinaba kufuna budde kukuwakingako naye nga njagala nina mukwano gwange ali eyo England yaŋŋambe kufa kwa Mirundi kunkipinze bize buli lunaku mbadde mbiraba nenze sinakufuna mukisa nange mbadde bize kubeera nga ate ndaba okuziika kwe naye nga bwembadde ndaba nti abadde agamba okufa kwange kubeere kwa ssanyu abantu balye abantu basanyuke ebyo byonna munne si kyangu muntu kubyogera naye Mukama yamuwa amaanyi ye n'abeera nti ate yabyogera kuki ku nsonga eyo ey'okufaako ansaasira mukyala we oba bakyala be abaana be nalabyeko awo eyeeyogeddeko ndoza mutabani we Junior ng'agamba ye musika kale ndowooza omusika anaatambulira mu bigere bya taata ate ne tubeera nga tujja kusobolanga okumulaba tufunenga ekifaananyi kiri ekyamunaffe ge tubadde twagala bwe tutyo so tusaasira nnyo efamire ye abaana be mikwano gye naffe ffe nnyini ababadde abalabi b'ebintu bye bwe tubadde bafaani be naffe munaye twesaasira okuba nti omuntu bw'atyo atuvudde ku maaso naye Mukama abagumye okufakko bwe kutyo naffe twafiiriddwako wano munnaffe yafiiridde ku nnyonyi babadde bamuzaayo yalwalira wano e Canada babadde bamuzaayo n'afiira Ethiopia ng'ennyonyi tennatuuka so kati naffe twadde mu bulumi obw'enjawulo ne tufuna n'obulumi bwe tulina n'omwami mulala omusiraamu eyafudde era yabadde ndowooza kyenawulidde nti yabadde atwalayo paasipooti ye kuteeka mu visa ng'agenda mu umura kulamaga kale munange nawulidde nti billboard yavuddeyo nemukuba nga ali ku boodabooda ebintu ebyo amawulire si malungi ng'abadde gannaku ga mirundi ng'esatu gampisiza nze bubi naye nga ffenna gye tulaga omuntu aba akusooseyo busoosi.